Today we've got an unboxing and first impressions of the new Rye RDA from 99 Wraps and BlueEyedGoon. The box is fairly straightforward and simple, just a white packaging with logos around the outside. On the back you will see it does have the hashtag #BestDamnDraw, which I'm assuming they want you to use on social media. And on the top right hand corner of the back you've got the serial number of the RDA. Opening the box up, you'll see that there is a card on the inside, and that does show you exactly what's in the box. Moving that away, you'll see that you do have the RDA and all the extras, and in there you've got an Allen key, you've got the RDA, drip tips and spares, and in those spares you've got a bunch of O-rings, a squonk pin and spare post screws, the 810 drip tip, the top hat 510 drip tip and the 510 drip tip adapter, but I don't understand why this one exists. It's a heavy stainless steel drip tip which is more akin to a mouth to lung kind of style, which this RDA certainly doesn't really lend itself to. A nice and simple design but incredibly smooth draw thanks to those scalloped airflow holes. But we need to talk about airflow adjustability, and holy crap, there's a lot. You can configure this airflow however you want. You've got 4 holes each side, which I measure about 1.5 mil, and then you've got the Cyclops, which is about 8 by 1.5, 1.25, something like that, and you can literally have them in any configuration. There's 2 O-rings that hold the barrel onto the deck, and also a little ledge there to make sure you don't overshoot if you're putting it on something like a mech. At the bottom of the deck you've got hashtag #BestDamnDraw heavily engraved in it. We've also got a nicely protruding 510, and we've got a serial number on one side and the negative screw on the other. And then we've got the Goon logo with a nice touch of putting Rye in the bottom of it on the other side. There is an elephant in the room though. This deck certainly doesn't seem at first glance to be anything overly special or new. In fact, you've got the center point of the deck which is raised up slightly higher than the rest of it in order to make the juice go towards your wicks, which is actually a generally good idea, or a genuinely good idea. However, when it comes to the posts themselves, rather than having them flat on as you would normally have them, they've been rotated 45 degrees just so that you've got more of an angular version. I think this does help as well when you do use, or should you use, a single coil going down the middle, because it does help funnel the airflow towards that coil. When it comes to those post holes themselves, they're nice and beefy, which means that you can get a nice big thick wire in there if you so wish. The problem, however, is that you don't have a huge amount of space inside that deck. A couple of dual core 26 gauge internally Claptons with a 36 gauge on the outside. Not many wraps coming through at around about 0.23, and you can see that they do take up a lot of the space, and that means that if you're going to wick, you might have a bit of a challenging time getting that wicking going over and being able to suck up the juice as much as you'd like, particularly if you use a series or larger build. How do I feel about this RDA? Well, this isn't a review, as I said at the start. This is more of an unboxing and a first impressions, and I'll certainly go into more detail on the next 95%. However, so far it's been an interesting experience. I'm not convinced about it being a single coil RDA, however it certainly does work in that configuration. The dual coil definitely is better flavour for me. Now the positives so far I've found is the airflow is absolutely exquisite. You can really tailor it to whatever you're looking for, and is incredibly smooth, which I think is superb. The plainness of the RDA itself I think looks great, and it's nice and simple. I think a beauty ring could look fantastic on it though. Now then, a portion of the sales of this do go to Rye's family as well, which I think is a fantastic move, but mine came from ohmz.co.uk and they retail around $63.99. There is a couple of other options as well with regards to getting an Ultimate cloud cap or a stainless steel cloud cap that you can purchase in a bundle for just over 90 quid. Should you go out and buy one, that's going to be down to you and your wallet, but so far it's not a perfect RDA, but it's certainly not a bad one, and just for that airflow alone I think it could be worth the money. If you've got one of these RDAs, please do let me know in the comments down below and let me know what you think of it. See you next time.